Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition Awakening. I'm Serious JG. I kind of miscounted in my head last time I was recording how many videos I needed to get for a full set of uploads. Because I was rushing to reach a certain point and then realized, oh no, I'm actually off. So, I think though we are at a place where on paper, Hojo Conquest is still possible. Because there's an event coming up where the Imagawa clan will be headed by Ujizani Imagawa because Yoshimoto Imagawa is going to die in an event. And everything else is checked. But there is no way I can prevent something that's going to happen. It's not even an event. It's just a thing that's going to happen because of AI interaction. We're going to see the Satake clan become a vassal of the Hojo. There's no way for me to stop it at this point. We are going to have to load. So really the best thing I can do is just kind of stay alive until we get to the point that those events would happen. I think, well, I mean, like, we can see what the next historical event would be Kagetora Nagawa returns to Kyoto, which is just waiting for it to be a certain date. And then, if we get that, I think we could just play through to August and then load. And, you know, in the meantime, we'll get our officers will get promotions. We could probably try to take over Matsunami and Kurakawa Castle. Kurakawa Castle is actually fit to be, like, in theory, one of the strategies I was thinking we could employ would be in whatever one we're going to take through to the end, fully develop Kasugeyama Castle, and then switch our capital and fully develop Kurakawa Castle. These are things that we could do. I'm going to go ahead and put Rhyme Paradigm in charge. Her pole skills are really lacking. Going to go ahead and put Toll Panzer in charge. He's at Katsurao. She's at Liyama. I can move her to replace him in Katsurao. Somebody's already up here, right? Yeah. I don't know what his poll score is. It's really good. He's a really good officer. He's a Uesugi retained a great warrior fought in the Battle of Kawakanajima. During the Otate Rebellion, he served Kakakatsu Uesugi. He was dedicated to his duties as an officer. Yeah. So he's like one of the mainstays. He's the guy who shows up and does a lot of talking for us in the tutorial. Like, every clan has somebody who pops up as like a chief advisor. That makes sense. All right, so let's move Toll Panzer over here because he's a bit more rounded as someone to run a castle than Rhyme Paradigm. She's going to be absolutely great. The 100 intelligence is probably really useful too against certain things, but like, you know, it might decrease the chances of enemy tactics working on us. And I am wondering, is there somebody, because we haven't been feeling a lot of nasty tactics. Do we have anyone here with, like, a plot? Let's see. Enable submissions for covert actions. Defense overseer. Oh. I'm wondering if there's anybody who's got something. Because I should think about getting more people like with this for a future playthrough. I can always monkey with the stats of people I created myself, like Grimmeth Lethal, the various Vulture Clan members. Maybe maybe the castle just overall has a high int value as a castle. All right.
have my thanks.
So for now, we're just going to put Tolpanzer in charge of everything.
You have my thanks. I'm deeply grateful.
So he is able to simultaneously develop all of this stuff. Because he is, what, a senior officer? Yeah, that's why. He's got the powers of a senior officer.
You've my sincerest thanks.
Now, Ayama Castle doesn't have a whole hell of a lot of officers at it anymore. So we can give this new guy a shot.
You have my thanks.
Otherwise, we could look at switching with someplace that's maybe already developed.
You have my thanks.
This guy's up here running this place as a one-man show, but, oh. Well, when he finishes developing these places, I can have him switch to running those places. Although there's a silver mine up here I really want developed. These places are barely getting developed at all. Agmon Moran, what's the problem? He's not a pole officer by any stretch of the imagination. She's doing about 80% over here. Is she a senior officer? I should look into that. I'm surprised at how much time I'm spending on this. This doesn't seem that important, because none of this is going to matter in the long term, but... Because Vulture Bean could just run this directly. I'm capable of more.
You've my sincerest thanks. You've my sincerest thanks.
Yeah, I need to... So the biggest thing, I think, is I feel like this second reality that we've been in, I've struggled more than I ever did in the first. And I think part of that is... Yeah, I want this silver mine. Part of that is me not developing our main base. I kind of thought that was happening on the background on its own.
You have my thanks.
Yeah, these guys have had like no opportunity whatsoever to develop. So Jaxor's Baldo is not that great at war. I think we need a really good war person. So let's have her switch places, which will decrease the pull and increases the war.
You've my sincerest thanks.
But now we'll see if Jaxers is allowed to run more than one zone. She is.
You've my sincerest thanks. I'm truly grateful and happy. I'm truly grateful and happy.
So we'll have her prioritizing places that are going to... Alright, and that leaves a couple places not being developed. Alright, we got some stuff we got to switch around here. I want to give this to Grimmeth.
I couldn't dream of a happiness greater than this. I'm in your debt. I'm in your debt.
That is lowering our war stats a bit, but it's freeing up these guys to come up here. Yeah, I need to be taking advantage of the guys who are at higher ranks.
You have my thanks.
And can,
I'm in your debt.
rule more than one zone, because they are developing automatically in that way. It's very important that every place here is developing, and it is. I think that is enough for now. Do goodwill diplomacy with the Shogun. I think that's worth doing. Let's have Vulture Bean do that because she's good at these things. Does that affect... Hold on, we didn't end up doing it. I canceled out. Because I'm not clear on whether it affects other stuff that she's doing. Lita's grandma would be doing almost the same. Where is she right now? She is... Katsurao. Alright, well, we don't want... Vulture Bean is doing a lot. So the question is whether her city will develop at all while she's doing that. I guess we should try to kind of keep an eye on that and see. Where's Vulture Bean's city? She's like the ruler of a city, isn't she? I thought we put her in charge. Oh, you know what? We just got done moving people around, so that's probably part of what's going on. Urgent repairs over here. Proposal. Mitsuki clan should be our next target. Yeah, you want us to attack the Takeda's vassal, which will mean an immediate war with the Takeda. Good plan. Military roadwork. Rumor. Not worried about using rumors on these guys. Let's go ahead and appease this tribe. So that they will fight for us and not our enemies. And now we just hold on until we have some cash. And hope that the Takeda don't immediately go to war again. Alright, so I am going to try and... well, where do you want to raise? Oh, that's in process. Never mind. Let's add a port.
Loud and clear.
And I guess we'll add the ranch too. Wait, do we have enough money to do that? I'm confused. It says one labor. Yeah, we don't have enough money. So I don't know why it's being presented as an option. All right. But yeah, I think what's happening is I wasn't developing our main base because I thought it took care of itself, and it doesn't. We looked at this a little bit at the end of the last video, but is there just a shortcut that shows development percentage for the whole place? Development rate 24%, as opposed to, say, Tsujigasaki, development rate 82%, and he's got like 13,000 troops there. Odawara is the main base of the Hojo, but they must be marching right now because they're, yeah, normally they can have about 13k too. They're at about 80%. So in our new reality, I'm going to try to keep doing stuff across the whole force, but we need to like seriously be constantly developing our main base. And I think because we're finding other ways to make catch, we haven't been super catch strapped, but soldier counts are based on food, so we need to be doing farming like crazy. Like seizing farms. We are trying to build this empire in our own capital, like the peasants are not actually paying their taxes and giving us grain. That is a problem. We're not going to do that. I guess I'll put her on the front lines. I know a Ronin is a capable fighter. Shall I hire him? That does cost a labor. Let's go ahead and have you go for it. Can always use more military road work. We definitely want to take advantage of. I'm hoping it doesn't disappear from our choice of options if I go a really long time without selecting it.
Success!
Success. We burned the crops. We burned all the foods.
Success!
We pacified a tribe. You are building a commons, which is one I want, so I will leave that alone. You are building... See if there's somebody who's not doing anything. You're building a commons. You are building a market. You are starting a market, but you just barely started, so let's have you build a farm instead. You are building a fortress, which strengthens county defense. Don't worry about that. Hoping never to get attacked here. You're building a market and you're most of the way done. You are most of the way done with a fair. That's the last of my labor, right? Yep. Insight mission was a failure. Don't worry, Jacksaurus. It's okay. It's not like in an off-screen reality you were murdered by Shingen Takeda. Did I talk about that? I think I did. Yeah, the game will let you kill Zerfal's wife, but it will not let you kill a Gust Games waifu. I found Lord Hiritsuna Hamada. He wishes to serve our clan. What should we tell him? He's the super chief. He is a Kasai retainer, Lord of Higasadate Castle. He turned on his lord's clan to wage war on a powerful family, expand his own influence. However, he surrendered when the tables were turned on him during the Hamada disturbance. Said disturbance triggered the Kasai clan's decline. Stats are not great. He will probably be an unhappy guy because of our policies right now. You're an infantry leader. Let's put this brand new, really unhappy chief here instead. Well, that will also interfere with whatever you were working on. Hold on. I'm way over microing now, but... Yeah, not you. You're working on a commons. Not you. You're working on a commons. So, no. No and Hosono. If they are not ruled by chiefs. You're an infantry leader. We'll put this guy in charge.
I am truly grateful.
You're an infantry leader, and you're Hideyoshi's brother, so you're too good for this anyway. Let's put you in charge. And we'll lose a little bit of progress. But it'll also mean that, you know, some places that maybe don't have... We're developing our chiefs rather than our... although I just got done making it so that... I just got done organizing things that we don't really need more guys right this second. But I think he can only do so many things at once. I don't know that he's truly able to develop stuff when... So let's give him some help. I'm knowledge with the essentials of capturing castles.
You have my thanks.
I mean, there's somebody in that slot. I still think having a full-time officer rather than
Deeply grateful.
Tolpanzer trying to run the whole thing himself is probably advantageous. Might want to wait and actually add that ranch. Or get enough to add stuff like commons. Hojo clan have captured a castle. There's a decent chance that they just broke an event. Let's take a look. Nope, it's still on. Maybe I'm wrong, but I really don't think we can actually make it happen. Destroy. Not gonna bother. We don't need to use tactics against the clan that week. If you just need one labor to do this, let's get it done.
Have you a moment?
We should check and make sure that Takeda are not planning anything. Military roadwork, diplomacy with Ashikaga clan is developing, and the Honganji clan we're working with too. It's a much more chill video than we've had for a while.
Success.
Trade port is completed. That should boost our gold. Is it time to throw out some new policies based on this? Hot springs and marine transport. Oh yeah, I was thinking about them, and just sort of didn't get to them. Well, this one I know is actually going to... It's a tiny little uptick, but this will increase our balance now. I think irrigation maintenance is more important.
Consider it taken care of.
Marine transport would do what? All counties harvest plus 10%. Forgot these don't take labor. I was caught up with how much labor we have.
Understood.
County soldiers restoration speed plus.
Certainly.
So we certainly threw out a lot of Training castle. Addition speed plus 20. I haven't been setting people with that. Maybe I need to do it, but I haven't been. Defense infrastructure. Bishop Mountain Faith, we're not allowed to level up yet. Equestrian instructions, standing army, because I'm not using. This is probably worth getting, and it's probably worth. I really do want them seizing fairs and stuff. Let's leave it alone for right now. Got nobody who can do this. Everybody is busy on something else. This takes 2 labor, I guess, to do. Yep. Because I do want to build commons everywhere. For now, let's just keep season farms. The difference is off-screen, like not off-screen, but in the first scenario, I was heavily favoring markets, and that led to a lot of money, and then we ended up getting the farms eventually, but in this one, I was doing trading towns for money, and I think that was probably a, like, slightly deeper into the game way to get money rather than the first thing you should be doing. You're very close. You're very close. You're not that close. I mean, you're getting there, but... All right. We've got some hearsay about the Oda, the Saito, and the Saito. I think I know what these are, and I think they're fairly important. So let's call it a video. This has been our most chill video for a while. If you're familiar with how I play Nobunaga's Ambition games, you know I'm going to do a lot of micro, and it's going to be a very long series. And I enjoy playing this game in a very leisurely way. I hope you're okay with it, but it looks like we're heading towards fighting, like, just playing through the years of getting to Hojo Conquest. Because... there it goes. I knew it. Take clan is a vassal of the Hojo. There's nothing we could have done to stop this. We did not have time. Like, all-out desperate attack down here on the Hojo would have just meant that the Takeda would have eaten us for lunch. So that was not really something we could prevent. So what we're going to do is just play through, and I think my focus is going to be, I'd like to try, because we've got like 4 years, I think, of game time. I'd like to take Matsunami Castle. I'd like to take Kurokawa Castle. In theory, we could try to take Nita Kaneyama Castle, although I don't see how. It's a castle we should already have. There's a bunch of castles out here we shouldn't have. This is a castle that somehow they got it from the Nagano clan. We were supposed to get it from the Nagano clan. So we're going to start a new scenario where we've got, like, one... Assuming we take Matsunami, and we take Kurakawa, we're going to start a scenario where we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fewer castles than we should have, or than we had in this reality, and in exchange for 1 castle we didn't get. So we'll be trading 6 for 1. But I think what I'd like to spend these next couple of videos doing is playing through, trying to keep things moving, seeing what the historical events are, so you guys know the narrative of the story, but also just looking at, we went from 25 to 30% development rate. All right, we still got quite a bit of development to do. But our soldier count was just over 4,000. Now it's almost at 5,000. So I think we will see a marked difference in our base. And then, unfortunately, when we start the new scenario, I think our base will be completely undeveloped. So we will have to do all that again. But it is what it is. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're enjoying the series. This has been hard. But I think I'm learning some of the gameplay mechanics. Like, if I just played as the Hojo and raffle stomped over everybody, I don't know if I would be learning some of the things that you need to do to get this to work. Like, my big takeaway from having jumped into that scenario where we were we had those events around Toishi Castle, or what we've learned from all of this, Murakama, whatever his name was. I think what we've learned from this is the importance of manually developing your main base and not ignoring it and using all of your labor to do big province stuff, because I think the Takeda are more willing to fuck with us than they should be if we had, like, Kenshin with a fully powered up unit able to march on half of his empire to protect it directly. And we got to get that straight. Thanks for watching, guys.